What's up, guys? Today, I am not by myself, not even just with Quinton, but with Justin Shier.
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 Yeah.
It's Shier?
Yeah, it's Shier.
That's awkward.
Retake. You got
That is
to
awkward.
cut it and redo it.
So wait, do people say Justin Shier, or they always say Justin Shier?
I mean, most people mess up and say Justin Shier, just like you did, but
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm only slightly offended, but it's okay.
say my last name.
Antoine Vaillant.
It's not too bad.
Vaillant?
The T is silent.
Vaillant.
The double L is like a Y.
Vaillant.
But yeah,
Antoine Vaillant.
that's pretty good, actually.
Hey,
Yeah?
You
Okay.
have it. There you go. Shier. Justin Shier.
All right. I'll take it. We worked out the kinks. We're good now.
So I heard there was some controversy online and that you saw. Can you explain?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all see it. You know, you see it with most shows. You see the people on Instagram commenting, but us three, we were all there. And I think we were sitting maybe 6 feet behind the judges. And in my opinion, what I seen was that Ian was the clear winner.
Yeah. At first, I was like, Hassan's fullness was like really, really good. And like some of like Ian's weak point, like the chest, Ian was a strong point. So it was like maybe close in that sense because he was much bigger and fuller. But one thing that we noticed is that that maybe in the pictures and videos you can't really see that Hassan's back legs were in
Right.
legs, it wasn't as dry.
Yeah, you just don't see the detail through the glutes and hams. And I think there's a few things, and I don't know if it was like a peaking issue with Hassan, but stuff that doesn't come through in pictures or even some of the videos that you see. I noticed, you guys noticed he was a little shaky on stage.
The posing.
You know, some of the posing a little shaky, and I don't know if that's a peaking issue, whether it's a hydration thing. And I also did notice, like maybe in some of the quarter turns, holding in his abdominals seemed to be struggled a little bit. So that's the type of stuff that you don't really see in person, on pictures rather, that in person was pretty evident.
Yeah, because sometimes you're gonna see some guy like, oh my God, like with like the filter on Instagram, like
Yeah.
the sharpness. He's going, oh, this guy is fucking peeled. Why did he not beat the other guy? But in real life, you will only in real life with your real eyes you will see the paper thin saran wrap look.
Yeah, especially that Ian's kind of known for.
Yeah.
And listen, a guy like Hassan has all the bells and whistles. I mean, he was blasting full, round. I mean, it looks phenomenal. So, like, he comes into those, like, side chest, some of the like, most muscular, some of those shots are unbelievable looking. But, you know, you're not judged on shots. You're judged on the complete package.
Yeah, the 7 poses.
Yeah.
Hugh, what do you think?
are we talking about classic right now? Or?
212.
Yeah, no, I think that guy deserved to win. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think if Hassan was like that last 10% better, and like maybe he held the shots a little bit better, what do you think?
Yeah, so I was actually like right behind the judges.
Yeah.
I was right behind the judges and the photographers. It's kind of hard to see at some points when they would stand up and take their pictures, but I had a really clear view. And yeah, like Hassan this was the best he's looked actually.
I think so. I actually was there in Orlando when he won the Orlando show, and I think
It was smaller, right?
he was not. Yeah, he was not as big and full as this.
Yeah, like he was.
But I think
walking
he's working with Chad, right?
Yeah.
I think Chad's kind of known for bringing guys in,
Huge.
blasting full.
Yeah.
Much better this way though.
Yeah, I think so. But I do think that maybe there's a bit of a diminishing return just from like stomach control.
Yeah, or maybe that last little bit of condition.
Yeah.
Because his glutes were like super striated when you saw him, right?
In Orlando.
Yeah.
You know, I
They
think
could have been better.
I was gonna say I think even in Orlando, I think that's just an issue he has. He's just one of those guys that you never quite see that sharpness and detail through the glutes and hams. I think Orlando was sharper. He was better there. But then there's that exchange where he was clearly much bigger, much fuller. So, you know, it's kind of end of the day, what works better for each individual physique.
Yeah, his wife, Hassan's wife, was telling me that he starts dieting at like 20 weeks out and right away with the low food, low carbs, high cardio, because the genetics just like it's just hard for him to get super ripped.
I think when you see a guy like that that's that full all the time, like it's hard to flatten him out. And you guys know, to get in shape, you have to flatten out.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Damn, I must be getting ripped right now.
Yeah,
all the time
you're
right
very
now.
flat.
Yeah, I feel flat but all the time. Maybe not this morning. I had like a couple burgers yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Woke up like 6 pounds heavier, 292. I was like, whoops.
There you go. All right.
Whoops.
Natty, too.
High blood pressure, 135. Whoops. Got to bring it down. So, yeah, I think maybe we could start looking at some clips. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
so, wait. Before going back into the Open, we should go over the 212 and Classic real quick.
You know, and one thing we also just kind of critiqued Hassan a little bit. I mean, Hassan's phenomenal, an amazing bodybuilder. I think just what we're trying to get across is that when you're not there, you don't really see the full picture. It's also not to say that Ian doesn't have his own flaws that he was dealing with. I mean, there's, you know, he has some structural issues that I think people will see in these pictures and want to pinpoint as reasons why he should be losing the show. But again, you know, you're not winning the show based on body parts. You're not winning the show based on individual poses. It's the entire package. Yeah, and I think just that day, Ian had the better package.
When Ian first came out, I was like, all right, he nailed this one.
Yeah, him and Matt nailed it. He was full. Yeah. He was hard.
I think it was one of his best ever looks.
I think so, too. I think the night show, I think he kind of shook the rust off. Night show, he came out confident. He looked drier. He just looked sure of himself. I think he knew he was going to win, and that reflected in what you've seen in his physique.
Yeah.
Well, your friend Mark told me that Ian was like so excited and couldn't believe how he looked back home. So I was like, if Ian really like is pumped up with how he looks like that, then he must look really good.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah. No, honestly, when he first came out, I was wowed.
Yeah.
And I knew instantly, even just seeing him on his own, I'm like, yeah, this guy's gonna win the show.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. So, and what also Justin was saying, we're critiquing.
Yeah.
Just because this is the podcast we're doing right now, but we have all competitors. We're grateful for all of them. They're
Absolutely.
all very good because they're all like on the pro stage when you think about it.
Yeah, and honestly, we're being so nitpicky, but these fine little details are the difference between winning a show and getting second.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all we're trying to break down. It's not that we're, you know, trying to say anything disparaging about any of the athletes. Everybody was very good.
And now I realize when people online with other shows say that he got robbed, he should have won. And then I look at the pictures, I'm like, yeah, he should have won, got robbed.
Yeah.
But in reality, now I'm like, oh, I just did a show where people are kind of saying that. And I know I think Ian had to win this.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, the judges are, you know, 5 feet from these guys. And these judges are smart guys who have been doing this for years and years and years. The likelihood of them not getting it right is pretty low.
Yeah.
In comparison to you guys judging from, you know, an Instagram perspective on a cell phone screen. Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
You know.
Yeah, so I think we go to the 212s right now.
Wait, hold up.
Have
any of you guys ever been on the other end of a bad decision where people thought the other guy should have won?
Well,
I mean,
no.
I think people told me in person, like in Vancouver when I got second to Ian, that I should have won, but I think it's just people that liked me. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. And to be honest, like I didn't really look into it. I think Ian was like better in a lot of shots compared to me because of the mass he had. But that's the only time like maybe people would come up to me and say that online and in person, but they were not 5 foot away from me like the judges were, right? So,
but I mean the other way, like
like I won and I should have lost. I mean,
that's got to be a pretty shitty feeling.
No, I'm thinking that I'm trying to think if I want to be really hard on myself. Like when I won my pro card, I was 240 something. I was 26, and I was not super shredded. I was a super heavy, but had nice structure and a lot of fullness. And I beat the other super heavies. But then the other guys like Greg Doucette, he was a middleweight. He won the second pro card, but he was like super freaking shredded, glutes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
Glutes everywhere.
Glutes everywhere.
Shredded glutes everywhere. He was 170, I was 240, so I was actually 70 pounds heavier than him. But I wasn't shredded, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing but nobody ever said that I should have lost. But I'm just thinking that maybe like, because I wasn't that conditioned, it could have went to some other guy, but whatever. I don't think so. Did that happen to you?
You know what? Actually, in 2019, I think I beat Samson at a show. He's way bigger. He's always been way bigger than me.
Yeah.
I was just more conditioned all around. This was before they like figured it out.
Sure.
So I remember reading a couple comments like, "How did this guy beat him?" And I found it funny.
Yeah,
But like nothing crazy. Not like Ian gets those pretty often.
Oh, Ian. I mean, I just already see it online. That's why I felt the need. I mean, Ian's a friend of mine, and I feel the need to kind of, not to defend the guy, but just to paint the picture. Like, hey, we were all there. And, these judges know what they're looking at, and I trust these judges, and I think that people just need to have an understanding when you're not at these shows, you don't see the full picture, And I think maybe much like yourself when you went against Ian, you have a prettier physique. It flows better. You have, the bells and whistles, maybe the quad sweeps looks better, little things that people pinpoint in pictures that doesn't tell the full story.
No.
No,
like his side shots were like,
what's the story?
Really, really good. The stories I lost. That's a story. It's okay. The next week I won that year. That was last year. But yeah. Did you ever win and like maybe some other guy should have won or some?
I mean, dude, I've done 3 shows.
Yeah. In your whole life.
Yeah. I competed for the first time in 2019, and then I did 20 USAs in 2020, and then I won nationals in 21.
Yeah, I did think you were heavyweight.
I was a heavyweight, yeah.
I did think one of the heavyweights got robbed that year.
Listen, Jordan Janowitz got second that year to me.
Oh, yeah.
And I look at pictures sometimes like, I'm surprised I beat that guy.
Oh, is he the 212 guy?
Yeah, he's really good. Nuts. Yeah, he went to Texas like, right after that. No, Jordan Janowitz.
Bro, I remember him, the 212 at Texas.
He's fucking really good. Okay. But I guess that just shows how good I am, you know what I mean? Smoked him. No, but like when I go into the overall, Carlos beat me in the overall. And I remember, you see the comments, everyone thought I should have won. And I think it was because I was in better condition. I was the sharpest guy on the stage. But Carlos has the freak factor. It was hard. It's hard to stand next to a guy with like 40-inch quads, like has crazy legs, crazy proportions, tiny little waist, and he was in condition enough that's.
Yeah, that year that was his best.
He was very good.
Before that, he would always stop the prep or lose it or something.
Yeah.
And it was like I swear he lost like 20 pounds in the last week.
He did.
It was weird
because I think he was working with Patrick Tour and then left Patrick Tour like 2 weeks out. And I think who's he working with right now? He was I think he's working with
he has a new coach now, right?
Yeah.
He was working, but like after he left Patrick, he was with the guy.
Goodrich why am I Cash Goodrich? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But now he has someone else. Huh?
Some random guy.
No, it's not some random, it's fucking why am I drawing a blank on this? I know exactly what it is.
Maybe because it's the 212 of the Toronto Pro Show review.
Oh, that's why. Maybe that's why. Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it does matter. But
it does, but not in the context of what we're talking about.
No, it's good. The conversations go where they go sometimes.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So, okay, 212. Can you put up the scorecard of the 212s first? Then we can go see the comparisons. So... yeah, the scorecard. You click this one, then you swipe to the right. Is that the 212?
Gonna need you to zoom in a little bit there.
We can't zoom in. Let me pull it up on my phone. I know. We should have like if you have a trackpad, usually you can probably zoom in. But you know what? I'm gonna find it out right now. Open scorecard. Okay.
What is this on? Bodybuilders Without Borders.
So there it is. So first place, Peter Borecki. Second place, Sop Yup Yang. And the rest, I wasn't sure really who they were. Chris Burr, actually, he's a Canadian. And I remember him actually when he actually won his pro card that one year. I was there for some reason. Or maybe he won a show that I was at. I guess
it was the Van Pro last year.
Van Pro last year. You're right, Hugh.
And he jumped in the show.
Yeah, so very good. Top 3 in the 212. So let's go see the comparisons. That picture we had.
Good job, Chris.
Good job, Chris.
Yeah, you looked awesome.
So, yeah, it's kind of hard to see, right? We can't pull that up at all.
Oh,
there
look
we
at you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
There we go. So, middle guy, Peter. And then the other guy, which was kind of his rival at that show, that was kind of close sometimes.
On the far right, right?
Is that
Or
Asian
is that to
guy.
the left? Yeah, the little
No, it's
Asian
to the
guy.
left.
There's
To the
three of
left of
them.
him.
Do the other picture slide.
They were all Asian guys, if I recall.
Yeah. If you go like in the other angle that I sent you, there's another link. They're all from the front. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see that properly, but that one guy that Milos trains, his name is, let me say his name again.
Like the Mass 212.
He's Sup Young Jang. Sup Sung Yup Jang.
So you can get that name right, but not mine.
Okay, Mr. Shier.
Unbelievable.
So the quads were really, really crazy on that.
Which seems to be pretty typical for
Asians.
the Asians.
Yeah, it's like I knew they had like really good quads and calves, but then James Atlas said, yeah, they have good quads and legs and whatever, but look at their lats. It's a common thing amongst a lot of Asian bodybuilders.
Thin backs.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of like not as thick, and the lats are a little bit high and kind of.
And you know what else you notice about these guys? Like ridiculous ankle flexion. So like if you ever watch like Asian weightlifters, like the way these guys can get their knees over their toes.
They're really good.
You know, the way they catch a clean. Yeah, I mean I think in school over there, these guys are cleaning in the in kindergarten.
Crazy? You know what's crazy? Like for example, like black guys have like longer tendons here because it's better for running. About like because it's all about evolution and survival. You could trace back to like Africa or whatever, running, and all that stuff. But what's the reason why Asians have good calves, good
I
quads?
don't know.
It's like
So
right?
there's this theory where they do this like squat thing and they just sit there in this squat and they like eat rice in that stance. So that's like a part of the reason why they have such great like ankle mobility, good flexion.
Oh,
there.
as far as the range of motion we're talking about. Okay.
And then like I think when you're in that position so easily when you're working out, like it's just so much easier to activate those muscles.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it might be not something you're born with. It's something that you're developing because you're squatting from such a young age.
We need to start eating our meals in that position.
Squatting.
Shitting in holes.
But you know what? My friend Gigi Mufui wrote a really awesome flexibility ebook. It's on his website. But in there, he says that throughout the day, sometimes you just squat down and stretch.
Yeah, I could see that.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe like 4 or 5 times a day, something like that. And then you improve your range of motion for squats. Like over weeks and weeks, you're doing that.
Well, he would be the guy to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah. So it's like, maybe there's something there, Q. Maybe you're right.
I got to do that.
Oh, yeah. I've seen you try squatting yesterday.
That's so bad.
Yeah, it was like 1 second every position, and then you're like, "You guys, my back hurts. I'm out of here."
Bro, I got really bad lactic acid buildup in my calves when I did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of all things, it's the calves that came.
I know. Wow, the calves. Yeah. We got to stretch more, but yeah.
Yeah. So what did you see? You think first place edged pretty much on conditioning? I know the guy did have a bigger back.
Well, yeah. When he came in on his single posing, I was like, "Hey, this guy he has a really nice flowing physique for 212, right? Like almost classic." Then Q said earlier, he was classic before.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
He's
know.
an Olympian.
Really?
Yeah, I think maybe 2 years, but definitely in the 2019 Olympia.
Yeah, so that's why he was like, even his posing was like, this guy is posing like a classic guy, which is like the old school stuff, nice transitions, right?
Yeah,
Came
yeah.
into it. So,
Touch me.
so yeah, and he was sharper, better back. So I think that's why he won. It wasn't that much of it wasn't really that close in my opinion.
No, yeah, the gentleman in second, he had really nice arms, great quads, he had good shape. But again, it was like, short limbs and a bit stubby and maybe didn't flow as well. And certainly didn't have the same conditioning.
But the quads were nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I think that's good for the 212. Congrats for the Chris Burr from Canada. Chris Burr was like all around pretty well balanced and shredded. I think maybe he just didn't have like the muscle in some areas, or maybe what do you think?
You know, I think
can't
the
really see it,
212 class is such a competitive class because of how much muscle these guys pack on their frame.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
Did you ever think about doing 212?
no, Quinton,
Oh,
I didn't.
never?
You thought about doing classic. The first year you started dieting.
Yeah, you're real
You-
thin.
No, he was actually going into
can do it.
classic. He was dieting for classic. Then he was like,
Were
I
you?
don't- He said. Then he was like, I don't like it. Or something, right?
But first of all, you said you weighed 212 pounds
Yeah,
at the USA's, right?
I was like 213 at nationals, but I was very aware that I needed a lot more size.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, I did. People did tell me, "Hey, jump in a 212 shop." Like, why?
It's called bodybuilding, not body reducing.
So I
That was a good one, man.
took the year off, and now I'm going to be 280 on stage,
I think maybe 285.
maybe.
280.
Yeah, I almost did classic, man. It didn't go well.
Yep.
Yeah. When was this?
2019 for my pro debut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Toronto Pro actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the thing, if you actually lost the weight, then it would have been easy for you to lose that weight. Because I think it was hard for you to lose the weight. You didn't really want to do that, right?
It just it destroyed the passion that I had for bodybuilding.
yeah, I could see that.
Because I didn't initially want to do it, but I felt kind of pressured into it. So we changed the diet and everything, and I started doing what I needed to do. I was so lethargic. I felt no energy. There's no pumps. Like the workouts just felt useless.
Yeah,
Like I just felt like I'd lift weights and nothing's.
yeah,
It felt terrible, and I was still pretty green at this time, so I
Yeah.
wasn't like fully sold on being like doing this as my career.
yeah.
Forever.
Were you ever passionate about the class?
Oh no, I wasn't.
No, like the division, you never really had an
And
interest.
No,
Yeah.
not even the slightest. So for me, it was like I'm suffering for something that like, and then every day you look in the mirror and you're like super stringy, and you're imagining like some guy that looks with a far less superior physique is gonna beat me because I'm like flat and like stringy.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think at that time you had like Keon, guys like Keon that looked
Yeah.
insane.
I think
Breon was
I
dominating.
think if it actually worked easier for him and he would have wanted to do it, I think he could have won a pro show that year and did the Olympia first year.
Yeah, you probably could have. What was your weight
yeah,
cutoff? Because you're six, about 6'2", so
yeah. So my weight cutoff, like it would have been over like for 6'1" and over. 'Cause I'm like 6'1.5".
Yeah.
So it would have been 240, and I think I didn't get anywhere below 250.
Yeah.
So the last couple check-ins, Dorian just decided in the last week, yeah, fuck this. Like you're looking worse.
Oh, so you did the whole
Yeah,
prep thinking you're
yeah.
doing this. Damn.
Well, no, for bodybuilding at first, then between 3 weeks out to like a week out, we pushed for classic, and it just
Yeah.
like everything just kind of got worse. I started looking like
yeah.
just really stringy, looked like I was losing muscle.
Yeah.
So Dorian made the decision to just say fuck it, and I was so happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Then he did really well in Vancouver against like Ian Hadi Chupen, not Nathan Diaz.
I remember that year.
That was
Yeah.
a crazy. I think it was the best Van.
See, that was your pro debut?
That was my second. I did the Toronto, then the Van was my second show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was actually a good year. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing back then. Though.
I mean, you still haven't really figured it out, but you're getting better.
Getting better.
I mean, 2024, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100% believe that.
Quinton 2024. Vote. All right, let's talk about classic. So Sam Paquin from Quebec.
Wait, how do you say it?
Sam Paquin.
Hockey.
That was Julian's client, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he looked awesome.
Yep.
Kid has a really, really nice physique.
very nice physique.
Yeah.
So I
You
think
like him?
I like him a lot. He's very pretty. He has a nice man bun.
yeah, he's got the
Put
man.
together nicely.
Samuel Paquin from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So yeah, he was very good.
rolling.
So we got
You should grow, man. But
I used to have one.
let's do the top two comparison of the classic. No, that's his Instagram, right? Go. There's a clip. It says classic top two. Maybe it's this one here. Yeah. There you go. All right, zoom this shit on. Zoom this stuff if you can. So right there and then, the shape on the right, which is Samuel,
Yeah.
is actually really, really good.
Crazy quads on the kid.
Yeah. And the glutes were in. Can you zoom in, Justin, a little bit? His name is Justin, too, Justin.
Oh, that's nice. Justin's a good name.
There we go. Perfect. And the sweep was really, really good on Samuel. Mm-hmm. Compared, like, even compared to the other guy. And the V-taper from the back is also there. And I believe the second place guy, actually, he's also from Canada. Also
He's
from
Quebec,
Quebec.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Battle of the French.
Yeah, look at the vacuum. I think he was the only one who pulled off a real good vacuum.
Yeah, I agree.
It's pretty cool. Both have the same favorite classic bows. You could really judge. But look at the quads on the right of Samuel. I think he has like really good potential to go far. To be honest,
I completely agree
with that frame. To be honest, like look at the it's really
I think
good.
if coming into the Olympia, if he was just a touch sharper, and the only critique would be to just bring his back up a little bit.
Yeah,
and I mean the whole package is there. The kid flows really well, really nice insertions.
Does he have a room to grow with the?
I think Julian said he had like 15 pounds or something left in his.
Way.
Yeah, so that kid could be dangerous.
That kid could be the next Bumstead.
Yeah, he could be very good.
He's the most promising classic.
Classic.
Sorry,
Fee bum.
Bumstead.
Bum.
I think, and he's like 28 or something.
Yeah, he's
younger
young.
kid.
He's the most promising classic.
Yeah, look at that
athlete
back. That's
in
nice.
Canada. Yeah,
He almost looks like Chris Bumstead.
Yeah, I mean because of the hair, maybe or.
Oh yeah, like the young.
You know what's crazy? I think Bumstead in his first shows that he won as a national competitor, he had the man.
He had the man bun.
it was. I think it was a ponytail in the back.
It was a rat tail. He had it all shaved down, just a braid coming up the back.
I had that before, actually.
Did you?
Yeah,
You would.
Yeah, it's the last thing that I had.
Like in your party days.
Tell him what color it was.
Huh?
Tell him what color.
Oh, I had a haircut where it was like bleach, like a bee. You know, black, yellow.
And what color is the rat tail?
I think it was black or yellow.
Or half black, half yellow. The yellow tip.
And then I kept just like a little square because I was in rehab, and some guy said, "Hey, you know what you should do? Leave a square in the back. Like a lot of like street gang members, they do that." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah."
That's badass. I'm doing
like,
that.
Okay, I'll do it. So I left the square in rehab, and I just kept it. It was my recovery ponytail. Yeah, and I don't even know if people do that in the streets. But
I don't think so. I think that dude was just trolling you.
Maybe he was trolling me. Now that I think about it, maybe he was trolling me.
He's like, diet yellow and leave a square. Dude.
Oh, that was before the rehab, the yellow. That was a bad decision.
But I definitely think like he's the most promising classic guy in Canada. Obviously, I'm not counting Bumstead because he's already made it.
Of course.
You know, but I just the physique, the X frame.
Oh, it's very good. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he walked out, it was very obvious that he just was built for the class. And this is the kind of class that you can't force yourself into. Like, I think you would have been a good fit. Obviously, it didn't work because you're just too big. But it's a very specific criteria that they're looking for, and this kid, in my opinion, like nails it all.
Yeah.
I think my bone structure's too heavy. You know, there's some guys that. Like,
obviously, look at you. Like you were meant to be able to the size too.
Yeah, your frame can carry a lot of weight.
You know,
it would have been something you would have done just that year.
Just that year, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? Lord Jones. Him, like, crazy, like, so much muscle, but when he'd compete in classic, he would be like 220.
Got bird bones, man.
Yeah, if I had bones like that, yeah, man, I'd be competing classic right now.
Collarbones.
I mean, this kid must. I mean, if he has 15 pounds, what is he? Maybe 5'9". So his cutoff is what 202 or something.
I'm not sure.
So is that 185? I mean, is that really what we're supposed to? That's crazy.
I know. All right. Well, good job to the.
And I just made all that up. I don't really know what.
Oh, I know.
It's still
Sounded accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, for sure. We'll see. I can't wait to see him at the Olympia.
Yeah, he's very good. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, congrats. So, and now, let's check the open scorecard. The big boys. The big boys. All right, let me pull it up too for myself. So, I listed all of them. We have all their Instagrams. We can maybe go through. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but let's maybe see some comparison shots that we have of the open guys. Then we'll go through the list. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, so let's do that. So, Justin, maybe you can pull up some like clips and pictures of in the open. Maybe like the prejudge quarter turns.
Wrong, Justin, dude.
Quarter turns. Click the quarter turns one. There you go. You can see a lot of the guys there. All right. There's Ross. There's Aaron Gully. This one's name is Mike. There's Hassan. See how big he was?
Look how crazy and bubbly and freakish and round. And
so there's Morgan. There's Joe Seaman.
Big Joe.
Robin. Ian.
I mean, you can see right there though. Like, look at how wide
Oh,
Ian
yeah.
is. Look how much room he's taking up on
I
the
know.
stage.
No,
Just dense. Like
Yeah.
Ian is
the
good
arms.
he's really good at posing for the way his body is made.
Mm-hmm.
He's mastered his own body with posing.
Yeah, look at that.
Excellent quarter
Crazy.
turns. I've always loved his quarter turns.
Honestly, Robin was inspiring
I
yesterday.
think
man.
Robin was like the surprise of the show.
Yeah, he looked so good, and I don't know if anybody's really aware of what that guy was going through over the last few weeks.
So I don't, he had like gut issues, colitis. He's open about it. He's shared about it.
Yeah.
And he would like lose weight really fast every day and couldn't retain anything.
I think Dorian said he's using the bathroom like 4 times between meals.
Yeah, so not good, right?
No, really bad.
And Dorian was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, Dorian was like, maybe you should quit. Like, but Dorian,
I mean, well, you're in that position. You can't really manipulate water. It's really tough to peak him because he's not keeping food in his system.
Yeah.
I think there was certain supplements he couldn't be taking towards the end.
Yeah, he couldn't take any orals.
Yeah, he couldn't take any of his orals. You know,
yeah. So
to
it's
come
really
out
crazy.
to come out there and look the way he did, and like that guy just walked out with the biggest smile and was so
Yep.
happy to be there. And yeah, man, that was really
yeah,
cool.
best smile of the show, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%. And I think, listen, I think when you see him smiling like that, he's not smiling for the stage or for the judges. He's smiling because he's fucking happy to be there.
Yeah.
You know?
And Robin, I would go practice my posing for because I was doing some guest posing lately, and I was practicing over there, and he would be like meditating with a towel on his head in the corner by himself. Then he would pull the towel on the ground. He would do his meditaries with his AirPods. Then he would smile by himself. He would just like drill himself like he was on stage, like really posing hard. And I'm like,
Good for
I
him.
know how that feels when you're fucking prepping and you're posing like
it's the
that.
worst. It's the worst.
So he was worked really hard, and I've seen it hands on.
Yeah, I think
And-
we're all pretty proud of him.
And then from going to 7th at the New York Pro to
that top 4
4th
finish,
at
man.
a
Yeah.
way higher caliber than New York Pro, in my opinion.
Yeah, the top.
Because
the
Joe
top few here
beat
was-
him
yeah.
at New York, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Joe was on the money in New York. Here, he looked like, even if you look at this video here, he doesn't have that like shine, that sharpness to him like he did in New York. He looked a little bit more dull, and Robin actually looked better.
He looked
Yeah.
sharp. Maybe diarrhea is the trick.
Yeah, starve him.
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean?
Starve him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing that I've seen Robin lose, that in the gym he had a lot more fullness in, it was the back.
Yeah.
Robin's back is pretty freaking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, you notice that when you go to his page, it'd be like back shot, back
Oh,
shot,
yeah.
back shot, back shot.
I did when in the other podcast, we actually pulled him up with that's one double bicep he had in his kitchen that was really crazy. But on stage, his back was a little bit flat, but of course it was. Like how many glycogen stores can you fill out if you can't retain any food, right?
Yeah.
Glycogen stores,
Like
Where are the stores?
mini marts.
mini marts, shoppers, glycogen store.
Do they have online stores?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. HGmuscle.com. Code AV. All right. But Robin was really good. And he didn't quit. And I told him, I sent him a message, right? Because maybe the best thing, people are going to say, yeah, maybe because you won't bet your best, you should like pull out the show. But everyone's like, he didn't complain. Dorian told me this. He didn't complain. He was like, what are the solutions?
Well, listen, I think we all know people who allow themselves to become victims of their circumstances. It just seems like that guy refused to be a victim to it.
It was like, okay, this is the situation. What can we do? What's the best we can do?
I have a hard time saying I would have stuck it out.
Yeah, no. I was
I
gonna throw you in the. I was gonna say.
yeah, I would have quit.
Yeah.
Most people would have. It's like, I can't take any drugs and I'm shitting my pants every 45 minutes. I'm out.
Not Strambo.
No, not Strambo.
Strambo.
That's cool. And it paid off.
Honestly speaking, though, if I felt like, okay, I'm not going to be better, I probably would have shut it down and focused on my health.
So, like, even if, let's just say he was 100%, do you think he could have beat Ross?
I don't know. I don't think
Or
so.
do you
I don't
think-
think so. I think Ross.
Yeah. Ross.
Ross structurally is a little bit better. His conditioning was wild. I mean, Ross is very impressive.
Can you get the pictures of the top three, Justin, please?
The thing is, like, Ross beat Tonio, and, like, at New York, like, there's just, like, a huge gap between where, like, Robin placed in New York and where, like, Tonio was.
Yeah.
I think Robin could have been better, though. He could have been fuller. So I think he could have been much better at New
Could have
York.
closed the gap a little bit,
Yeah.
but maybe not.
But I think Ross would still been a little bit too much at this time right now.
Yeah, I agree.
With some more sizing, it's
Can
possible.
you zoom on that, please,
Hey, I took that picture.
Mr. Chambers? You did? Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Like,
Yeah,
actually?
see the back.
Yeah,
Let's see
no,
the
I
back.
did.
All
I
right,
was sending him to Matt when he was on stage.
So on the right is Ross Flanagan. On the left is Hassan. And 2023.
Show us the glutes. We want to see the glutes.
Scroll down a little bit.
Look at Ross's glutes.
I know. They're amazing.
Nuts.
Yes. Can you zoom in all the way to Hassan's glutes?
They actually don't look.
They don't look bad in that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see a fold of like fat, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't look that bad.
You know, but there you go.
the
I think that kind of makes our point, right?
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes that's me zooming in on an iPhone, taking a picture, so it doesn't show the full picture, you know?
But you can see a little bit of the folds there.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at it. There's no striations coming inside.
You know, and it was weird. I felt like his back didn't have the pop that his front side had, even though we've seen his back maybe fuller.
His back was really good, but look at the technique that Ian does. Look how far forward he's pushing his upper back. I mean, how far back he's pushing his upper back. That's a trick. Like Bumstead does the same trick. The other two guys are standing very upright, which is very good.
Yeah.
But for Ian's body, he said, you know what? My upper back is so fucking thick.
He's got to show that off.
I'm going to pull it backwards a little bit. So that requires a little bit of technique. And then the elbows down a little bit, pops the teres and the lats, the upper stuff there a little bit more. So it's good. Like,
Well, I think he's playing to his strength. You know, I
Exactly.
think he
So-
doesn't have the detail in the low lats. So I think he's got to show that upper back, and that's where he's dominant.
Yeah.
That's where his thickness is.
So my next question is, who was the guy that was saying he had nerve damage in his back?
that was, a lot of people, Nick Trigg, all these guys.
I don't think it's nerve damage. I think there may have been an injury there. I mean, if you look at that left lat, it does look like maybe there was a tear or something.
Yeah,
you know.
Phil Viz, he's one of my friends.
I think he talked about like lat injections.
Yes, so he has this theory that we don't. The thing with this bodybuilding, we have no idea what's what because there's no real studies, right?
Yeah, of course.
But he had a theory that a lot of bodybuilders, they start their career, and then their lats are really low and full. Christmas trees there. And then as the carry goes in, at the end, the lats kind of recede a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said that maybe it would be injections or whatever. But
I talked to Ian about that, and he said that he's like, you know, pinned his lats like a handful of times. So he doesn't pin his lats.
so that's not it.
That's what he said.
Yeah. So who knows, right? Who knows?
Yeah,
what it
I don't
is?
know. And you guys pin your lats?
No.
Yep.
I pin my lats occasionally. I don't really.
No. Freaked out.
Not at all. Really?
No,
Because of all this.
Viz freaked me out.
Nah.
Okay, so
Listen,
but
like,
prior to that,
Phil, listen, Phil is like, he's one of those guys, he's like a mad scientist. Like, he knows a lot of information.
Yeah.
He's very passionate about bodybuilding. But, like, yeah, it's a theory. Like, I don't buy into it.
I love Phil Viz.
it's
but
how
Phil
do you quantify that? Honestly,
Viz is like either hated or loved.
well, he's got very strong opinions, and he's not afraid to
No, I know.
put them out there.
I know, but yeah, I mean, all the pictures that Phil pulled up with like even happened to Hakeem, happened to Rami. I'm like, what is
There's
that?
so many more bodybuilders that it didn't happen to.
No shit. You're
Yes.
talking about like 4 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what did those 4 guys do?
Maybe we should-
Bad
Pin
luck.
their lats.
Bad luck. Who knows, right?
So, like, if you pin your delts, do they start
Do they atrophying? Yeah.
Oh, and also Justin Harris. You know Justin Harris? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he told me that one time he did pin his lat. He hit a nerve. It was super painful for like a while, like 2 hours, and then his lat did that a little bit.
No way.
That's what he said. It's on the podcast I did with him on his channel. If you guys want to watch it, he explained that.
That's kind of scary. I don't like.
Yeah, he said everything was fine.
So where are we supposed to pin?
Fuck, I don't know. Don't be natural.
straight orals?
That's what
Destroy
you
the
should
liver.
do. Yeah.
Liver sticking out over there. But look, see how like Ross is posing upright. He's doing that because he's showing also his crazy lower back.
He has the erectors and the detail
They're
he gets down
erected.
below. Yeah.
Pause. Erect.
That's crazy.
Pause.
Whoa.
But seriously,
killed,
like
dude.
I love his back double. Super clean. Everything is there. Compartmentalized. You can see like the traps, even the lower part of traps, teres, rhomboids, and then the erectors. Everything is there.
What I also like about Ross was the fucking energy that guy had on stage.
Oh, he was pumped.
Yeah, he's pumped.
I love that energy.
Yeah.
He definitely had a coffee before.
Yeah. Probably
and
an
Flavor
Americano or something.
And Flavor Gang cream of rice. For sure he carved up.
Is that the Flavor Gang guy?
Yes.
No way.
It is him.
Okay, he's like their top athlete.
He's the owner.
Yeah, no, he's sponsored.
Hey, do you have your own sauce with them? No. Because the Mutant has his own sauce.
Yeah, the Mutant
right?
has his own sauce.
Are you with them?
I think I have a discount code. I haven't promoted it for like a year. I feel bad because, like, dude, during the off season, I just don't really. I don't know about you guys. I just don't really use sauces. It almost just feels like one more thing I got to choke down. I'm like, a little olive oil in my food, salt, I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I like sauce.
But then, I get into the off season or get into diet mode, and you're like, I want them fucking sauces, baby.
Yeah, you do want them more in the when you're dieting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I find that in the off season, I do ketchup almost.
I do. Yeah, I'll use a little sugar-free ketchup, maybe sugar-free barbecue.
I do sugar-full
Hot
ketchup.
sauce.
Yeah, I use sauces to help me get this bullshit down, man.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, it's not for enjoyment.
Yeah. You just make it slimy and wet so it goes down your gullet.
Yeah, we need the Beastwood sauce. What
Oh,
would
no,
that
that
be?
does not sound good.
Some jerk chicken sauce from Jamaica, right?
All right.
Right?
All right, moving on. We're going to cover bikini now.
No, bikini. But yeah, so
Do you guys think the argument could have been made for Ross getting second?
Yo, Hassan's just so
too big.
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out about this picture is Ian, like the glutes don't look crazy strided. You can't really see much hamstring detail in this picture. So I understand why people online would think it's robbery. But in person, he was fucking conditioned.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. It's crazy. He just doesn't have like the deep lines etched into his glutes, but it's skin texture that doesn't come through in photos that you can't see unless you're there.
no, yeah.
He used to though, which is weird.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I think his glutes grew so much that it like filled in those lines.
Yeah.
We talking about.
You know, I don't know if that's a thing, but
What guy talking about?
Ian.
Ian, yes. Yeah, when he was
When he was younger, he
even talked. That's why he quit deadlifting. He said he quit deadlifting for a while because it was just like growing his glutes, and he's trying to atrophy his glutes.
Yeah.
Really?
He needs to start pinning his glutes.
Like he quit deadlifting.
nerve damage in the glutes.
Yeah, nerve damage and things.
Wow. Yeah, do the next slide. Just Mr. Chambers, please.
Honestly, Ross right there. That's so impressive.
I know.
I really, really respect that.
Yeah.
Like
the highest ranking
his
Jew
company?
bodybuilder.
You respect Flavor Gang?
Yeah, the rice and
That's
cereal.
the other picture? It was the same one? Again? Oh my God, they did that. Two of the same picture.
Rookies.
Oh, there it is. Now we got the crotch area. Okay, go up. There we go. Zoom out slightly.
Ian's front lat looks insane.
It does. It looked really crazy. And then you do see that a little bit with Hassan, the lack of stomach control. And I think I talked to Paul, who was the head judge, and I think, or not the head judge, he's one of the judges.
Yeah.
But he said that was kind of one of the things they noticed right away with Hassan was like
I think Ian wins that pose.
Yeah, I agree. I think Ian could shrug down slightly.
But
I understand the kind of shrugging up, get the shoulders to pop. But I think there's a fine line. I think he might be overdoing it a little bit.
Yeah, that's a trick that
We've got to know it all.
No, that's a
Hey,
trick.
man, I'm just trying to be objective.
No, he's right though. Like there's a trick where you do your lat spread and you shrug half an inch, right?
Yeah,
You do that?
I don't. It looks better when I set it down.
Set it down.
Yeah.
I've always set it down, and then at the Olympia, the Doran's like, "Can you try shrugging?" But you know when you do last minute.
And
changes?
you know what happens when you and you don't have a mirror and you go to do it and you're just like,
I know. I just
you end up looking like an idiot.
yeah.
It's like I've played in the mirror with that shrug up technique,
Don't
and
like
it's like maybe if I'm here it might look better, but it's impossible for me not to just end up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just set it
So,
down.
but Ian does it really well.
Yeah,
He does. It looks good. It looks really good on him.
Maybe he overdid it, but look,
Looks great, bro.
Look how thick he looks in the chest, upper chest area, right?
Mm-hmm.
His chest is kind of a weak point, but when he does that, it's like, where's
It
his neck?
fills it all in.
Yeah. Then Hassan is like, there's like a gap between his ear, a little bit more in his shoulders, right?
Yeah.
So I get why Ian's doing it. But yeah, I think Ian wins that post for sure. And I don't know if Ross was fully open.
I think these shots it kind of expose Ross a little bit, like the lat spreads in general. The rear lat was like that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
know?
So it's not just the fact he's not fully in the shot there. You think?
Yeah, I think maybe he just doesn't have the sweep or pop from his lats from the front.
Okay.
You know.
And Hassan's front lat spread is just that you could have maybe like, I don't know. It's very like let's say if you have wide hips, a front lat spread, it's kind of hard to hide your midsection if you're
Yeah.
like for example Nick Walker's front lat spread.
Yeah.
I think that's the pose I like the
It's-
least from him.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell him.
I mean,
But if you look at Hassan, one thing he has going for him is how crazy his quads are. So like the quad sweep
Yeah.
to waist.
yeah, his quads.
And look
are
how
like,
look at the fullness he still has in his chest in that shot.
I know.
Nuts.
yeah, they're just hanging out there. It's like
Yeah, the amount of muscle he has.
I think he wears like F cup size boobs. If you wear a bra,
Ask him.
ask him.
Do you have F cup sized boobs?
Is there another picture after that? Why do you do doubles like that? Come on, boy. Oh, there we go. Nice quarter turn. Very good. I even find there that it's probably like not fully hit. Fully, right? Because, you know, I've seen him hit that shot with the chest contracted more in the back.
Obliques
and the
in a little
obliques
more.
in, yeah. So I think that's like maybe not a fully contracted shot, but that's really good.
When I
And,
saw
Yeah,
him in
that's
person,
very good.
I didn't think it looked that crazy.
the side relax.
Yeah. I mean, it looked better than like everybody.
Why are
else's.
you why are you talking shit? Come on, dude.
No, like it's still a great pose. Like it just looks so it flows very nicely.
Yeah.
But I think he looks kind of narrow in that pose.
What do you mean from with the chest area?
I don't know. I feel like he's looked bigger in this pose before in the past. But I thought that when watching the show. But then from the front he looked insane. From the back he looked crazy too.
Really? So you think his side shots?
Like I want to see his side chest and his side tricep in picture.
Yeah, I don't
think
think I don't know if we have them. Yeah, can you check the other stuff we have in the notes, the links?
Like a video comparisons.
Yeah, maybe something. What did it say? Open top 3. Hassan and Ian. Yeah, click that.
I remember years ago thinking his side poses were
There we
like
go.
the
Here's
most insane.
video of Ian.
His side tricep is very good.
It is.
Oh, here's a side try.
Like this right here.
I know he does. He does the.
It's just that short head of his tricep isn't as developed, so it kind of takes away from his side chest and his side tricep. So those are the things you notice when he's next to Hassan, who has that crazy sweeping belly of his tricep.
Mm-hmm.
You should jump into Orlando.
I won't be ready.
Boom. Boom.
Was that 4 weeks from now?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to do that.
Next slide, Mr. Chambers. All right, Hassan, like right away, super full.
Yeah.
Look at that
I
shot.
think it's so nice looking.
Crazy side chest.
I feel that there's a way he could pose better though.
Really?
Yes.
You know what? The crazy thing, when he flexes his abs, the abs and thighs, it sucks in pretty well.
It does.
It's
It's
just
just his transitions.
yeah, you have to do it the whole time, which is kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So, yeah, that much volume.
yeah, where you just think about doing something else.
And, you know, just judging by how full he is, it looks like he had a lot of fucking food over the last few days.
You think so? Yeah.
I would. Well, maybe not, because maybe he's a guy that doesn't require a lot of food to fill out.
I don't think because if he takes so low
Right.
food to get lean, maybe you fill in 200 grams of carbs in the meal. It
looks like this.
Veins and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe that's super likely.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all that we have. We don't have any more comparisons. All right, that's good. That's good enough, right? What else do we have? The quarter turns, top 3, that we did all that. So with the placings,
I feel like they got it all right.
yeah, let's see,
No.
where am I here? Okay,
No robberies.
so should we go, okay, placing 14th, Alex Audi.
Oh, we're gonna run through them all, huh?
Yeah, but just briefly, right? So Alex Audi, that's his Instagram. He turned pro the day before in the 40
Oh, did he?
40 plus Masters Open Bodybuilding. So very good. I know him for a long time. He was
Did they
competing when I
spell
was
his name wrong on that cake?
Alex.
It's Alex. Alex A.
Click that post.
Or
for a
is that
second.
actually how his name is?
What does it say?
Oh, sorry.
What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? So there's no pics of him. I think he's a firefighter.
Yeah.
Thank-
I really
thank
like
you, Bruce.
Alex. Good guy.
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, from Ottawa, right? Is he?
Yeah, he's from Ottawa.
Yeah. Okay, so 13th place, Hossein Karate. I have a funny story about him. It's so funny. About him. He came up to me. I don't know if I could say it or not.
Say it.
Okay, I'll just say it, whatever. So he comes to me, and then he doesn't speak English, right? He only speaks Arabic. And he comes to me, talks, he shakes my hand, we take a picture, selfie, and then he takes his phone, types something in Arabic, he translates, and then he points to me, and then the translation goes, it says this, I heard you are strong in pharmacy. And then I was trying not to laugh in front of him, and I was like, I want to take a picture of this because it was so funny. I don't know what he was trying to say, but that was like, that cracked me up.
Strong in pharmacy. What could he?
I heard you're strong in pharmacy.
Maybe trying to get gear from you.
I don't think that's what it was.
No. I mean, whatever it was. I just thought that just lost the translations. Yeah, that was funny.
He's Persian, right?
I don't know. What does it say there? World champion, 212 Toronto winner, Open in Vancouver. Okay. Yeah, he was there when I competed, actually, and Ian also. But yeah, scroll down slightly, or it's just gym stuff, right? Maybe the story.
Let's say the stories usually.
Stories, probably you just posted stuff.
Oh, you got 3 stories up. Oh, hey, buddy.
What's up? I think he's speaking Arabic.
I think he's speaking Farsi.
I heard you're strong in pharmacy.
I'm actually quite weak.
Quite weak in pharmacy. Next. Well, good job, Hossein. This guy, like,
we tried.
For like his height, he has so much muscle.
Yeah, he does.
Really crazy. Really crazy. I don't know if can we see a shot from him last year, maybe, or something like.
Maybe go to his tagged photos.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, so smart. Oh,
look at that.
There we go. Okay, click the one with Morgan at the bottom left.
I think that's him hitting a side tricep there with Ian kind of in the background on the top right.
Oh, we just saw that, I think. Body Boucher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, click
the red trunks.
So click the X. There we go.
That's him on the right.
Is he photoshopped
That's
over
a nice edit.
Yeah, they just put him right in the background.
Do the translation. I want to see translation of the post. Yeah. Who do you think should have been the champion?
No way. Get out of here.
Oh.
No, let's see what his fans are saying.
He was robbed. Should have won.
So translate. I like him, so brave, and the kid of pro, he is a god. He was in 212. He came back. The openers know what he did.
He is so hot.
So hot. What the fuck? Let's do this one here. Hussein was very light to compete with giants. In this stage, it was Amir Khan. I can't see properly from it far. Or Ahmed Inni.
Hamed
He
would have been in top 5 for sure.
For sure. Okay, let's go down. Awesome. Go down again. I want to hear it. I want to read another one that's long. That's it? Oh. Okay. Well, I just love how they just photoshopped him, even like smaller, not even like proper size. The openers would have known he is so hot. Okay, X, Mr. Chambers, thank you very much. Number 12, Morgan MacDonald. You know, we forgot about him when we did our preview. We forgot Eriya. We forgot a bunch of people. I apologize to all of him already.
He made good improvements from when he turned pro.
Oh, yeah. But the thing with Morgan, he's a taller guy, right?
He's a very big guy.
And this guy is huge.
Yeah, he's big.
You see, he's another guy like Aaron Gully.
How tall is he?
About 6'2".
6'2", yeah.
A little bit taller than you, then slightly taller. Yeah, but look at the condition. Very, very good. Very good. I think for him, it's just filling out his frame, and which is crazy to say because he's so big, right?
Yeah, I think mostly just seems like his legs, and I think a lot of tall guys have that issue.
But you would see his leg in person is like huge. Like glutes are lean too, everything, right? So, yeah. What did you say there? You put a good amount of
tissue. Great mentality. Keep it going, bro.
Yeah, keep it going.
Look at that, showing love, dude.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Are you doing another show, Morgan? What is he saying?
6 weeks out from Vancouver.
Here we go.
Let's go.
There we go.
He is going to keep it going.
Keep it going, man.
I told him.
All right. Next guy, 11th place, Sahar Kazes. I think we talked about him. Yeah, that's the guy he has a good back double. But I think, like we said, there was maybe the stories. Let's check it out.
You did good, bro. Good job.
He did really good. It's just like in the open pros, if you lack the quads, you can, it's kind of hard to place really, really high. Unless you need to do the trick where Nathan does with his legs like that, when you open up the legs when you pose, to show more of the adductors.
Yeah, but you got to have big adductors to do that.
Yeah, you got to build the adductors, right? Mm-hmm. So he was lacking the legs department, so I think that's why he was 11th and not higher. So, but good job, Sahar. 10th, Aaron Gowley. So I talked to Aaron after the prejudge.
Yeah, would you mind sharing us what he said to you?
Yes.
He was just going to get to that. Before you rudely interrupted.
He asked me why he didn't do better. I was like...
Put him on the spot. I was there.
Huh? I was there. You were there.
Yeah. He asked me too right before you came in.
It's kind of hard to just tell, like, as soon as he's done prejudging, like, oh, like, you could have had this or done better. I think there's from the back, you could have been a little bit harder in the glutes and stuff, and also from the front, sometimes there's the way he would place his leg, it wouldn't be advantageous for him.
Yeah, you don't want to tell a guy that right after prejudging.
No, I know that, because you can't really change posing for the night show. But this guy is another guy who's, like, really, really, really big.
Yeah.
It's like one of the biggest guys you would see in a gym ever. Crazy chest, just like a monster, right? He trains here pretty often. Every week I see him. He works very hard. I think he posted with Hamlet.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a hard worker, man.
And he trains with
really
Micah Stiedou.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he was very good.
I think for him, it's he's top heavy. His legs are improving, but I think that's just the thing, right? Top heavy.
And there's just that one thing he was doing with his leg that I think he was trying to, like, pop this here.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't really, like, come through in some of the angles I saw.
Okay.
Which kind of sucks, right? But I think if he could just, like, get even more shredded, because he's big enough, right?
Yeah.
But then he needs to get super peeled without losing the legs.
So I honestly, I remember he asked me, I couldn't give him an honest answer because, like, I know his physique because I've seen him so much.
Yeah.
But, like, I wasn't paying much attention when, like, that call came around because there were so many, they were getting up so much, the camera people, and, like, you had to dodge and boogie.
I know.
It got to a point I was like, I'm just going to wait till they sit down. So I wasn't able to really pay attention, but you say he wasn't fully conditioned?
Just the glutes in the back. That's what I found. Yeah. But yeah.
That's a normal theme for him. That's a normal theme for him. I think for him to, like, do exceptionally well, he needs massive legs because his waist isn't small. So he needs, like, very, very big legs, and he needs them to be peeled front to back.
He does them with Micah Stiedou. I wonder if you would measure them from last year, if they got bigger. If they did, keep doing that.
Yeah, I think it's better.
With time, it will catch up.
I think it's better with Micah Stiedou because I think before, his coach was telling me, he was just doing the heavy stuff. It's like that bro mindset. But then when he started working with the Stiedou, he'd put on a plate.
He started riding a Stiedou?
Yeah.
Mike Stiedou is actually a bodybuilding legend in Canada.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about
legend.
Yeah, fuck, he was really good.
Really, what?
Dude? You don't know how he looked like in his prime?
I saw pics, but I don't remember.
Okay, like,
what did he do?
He just looked really good.
But did he win any shows?
I don't know.
The pro level? I saw pictures, but then in the pictures he was like kind of soft.
Bodybuilder. Yeah, he never really got super shredded. It was more like a flex wheeler type of condition guy as far as, like, the lower body in the back and stuff. Mike Stiedou. ASIEDU. Bodybuilder. Did you put bodybuilder after his name? Yeah. Yeah.
No, just search bodybuilder because he doesn't, like, really post on Instagram.
I'm sure we'll find old pics on the Google image. Yeah, images. All right. The first shot, the one with the black background, the first one. Yep. No, the second one. That one's kind of good. This one. Look at that. Dude.
He had a great physique.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice looking.
Okay, is there other shots at the bottom, or those are different people?
That most muscular right there?
That's Quincy Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Go to another one. Maybe on the right where his front relax. All the way up to the right, red Speedo. See that? very good. And that was, I think that was the Montreal Pro 2006 or 2004 or maybe 2008. I know that he was good, very good. He just never, like you said, Quinton.
He never was conditioned.
Yeah,
right?
but back then, even if you were like third at a pro show, you could do the Olympia, and there was not a lot of like. There was only the open class.
Yeah.
So all the bodybuilders who do classic now and 212 would have to try to do the open class. And that's why the caliber of the pros was sometimes a little bit higher because everybody was forced to in that one class. But yeah, he was good. So shout out to Mike Asidu. He trains people here sometimes. Okay, so let's move on. Aaron, just keep going. Keep training your legs like you're doing. You're going to get your time. Ninth, Mike Hulusi. Mike Hulusi. Yep. So, you know, it made me think of like Paulo the Freak from the West Coast. The look a little bit.
He looks like him,
yeah. So, let's get a story. And he was conditioned.
He was in good shape.
He was conditioned. He was grainy.
I think, again, it's an issue with the legs with him as well.
Yeah, I think you're right, Justin. So, good job on the 9th place, Mike. 8th place, Slavoj Bednar. We did talk about him also. You remember his name?
We did? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember him from when I did Vancouver Pro.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see his story there. I don't remember seeing. Like, there's a couple guys here I don't remember seeing on stage. Sometimes you just like.
I'm guilty
of that sometimes, right?
Yeah.
It's just I find like the judges.
Of giving all the attention to the first call.
The judges are good for that, though. They do give everybody the attention, right? Mm-hmm. There he is.
It's a great look.
He looked good. He actually looked good, yeah.
Yeah. What is it again? You think it's the legs again?
I think he's just older. I think it's just, I don't think there's anything he could do.
Thanks,
You're done, buddy.
Yeah. No hope for this guy. No, I think even.
I mean, that looks great. It's hard. I can't tell about his legs from this angle.
Is there another shot? Looks pretty good.
No, he looks
good.
good.
You can see the quad on the right. You know when it does that? The lower teardrop kind of stops. I don't know if it's doing that there.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, it's just something, nerve damage.
Injecting it, yeah.
Yeah,
you can kind of see.
Well, good job, man. I hope you keep going because, that's pretty good. You broke like 8th place is good. That show was like way more high caliber than New York Pro, which is weird because in my head, it's always been like the New York Pro, which is like the
It's just timing, Yeah. Nobody wanted, all the Olympians were, still in a resting phase. It's just.
Exactly. So, you're right. And, but because the idea was always New York Pro, which was like the Night of Champions that Dorian Yates did, and that was all classic with the Olympia. But this year, Toronto Pro was like the most stacked show of the year.
I think they're going to start getting more and more stacked as I think Texas, Tampa, Chicago, those three.
Is it
pretty stacked.
So is it always like that? The shows at the middle are really tough, and then the ones at the end and beginning are not.
All kind of trickle out a little bit.
This is what we got to pick, the easy ones.
I know. I jumped right in the middle.
That's what Regan does. He's good at that.
I think
he goes and gets the international ones at the very end. Yeah, qualifies for next year.
Competing out there this year?
Huh?
I think he is. I think he's doing like the European run out there.
Okay.
Who? Regan, yeah. He's doing. He actually told me.
Wait, are you supposed to tell the world?
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
I won't say it in case. But
I thought so. I don't remember where I heard it.
Yeah, I won't say it. Then you're right. But he's doing shows this year. 7th place, Jiang Min Lee. And we kind of said that this guy would have a hard time placing when we did the preview. Me and Q did a preview of the show, and we said, "Oh yeah, but his back, blah blah blah." But
he looked better than I thought.
Yeah,
and I thought he looked
a little bit bigger than you thought, right?
Yeah, he was actually in the initial first call out.
You're right.
Was he?
Yeah, but his tan was bad. Like he looked like he was. I don't know.
Yeah,
he didn't tan his face.
Yeah,
got the light bulb effect.
I don't know why. Sometimes they don't use the in-house tanning people. And for me, I'm always using the in-house tanning people.
Yeah,
because it's like less complicated. You can get all the touch-ups because when you buy something, you get all the touch-ups included in the back.
Yep.
The glazed
and touched up.
And they could be nice to them, and then they're nice to you. And backstage, you get a good chemistry there.
It's typically the way to go. I mean, I've been at some amateur shows where guys were coming out of the back room green, so you don't always want to.
I know. You put your own tanning on. But yeah, but he was very good. I don't think we can see any proper stuff. Oh, kind of hard to see. Maybe people watch on YouTube can see a little bit better. But yeah, but his quads were very good. It was pretty good, really conditioned, to be honest.
Yeah,
but I find that if his tan was better and darker and less like pale and more like reddish, like everybody else, with the proper shine, it would have been like
crazier.
Oh yeah, it would have.
I've seen a few guys that just came out looking a little dull, like not like.
Oh, look at that!
The glazing was off.
That all the way up to the hip, the quad is going.
That's
splitting.
Sick looking. That's very.
I like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Again, like his back is a little small.
Yeah, but better than I thought, though.
Yeah,
better than I thought.
Better all around.
So next pick.
Who was 7?
I love the pose like that with it's like a front tricep. I like it as a nice pose, but I don't like it when guys do it first thing as a real side tricep.
It's a transition, in my opinion.
Yes, like Hassan, he goes straight to that side front tri, which for me, side tri is like more like Ian did.
Yeah.
Look how big Hassan is there.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ. And this is why he was second place, and Zhang Ming Li was 7th.
Yeah.
But good work to both of them. So Zhang Min Li.
So Hassan is going to Vancouver, right?
He is.
That's what my understanding.
Is there there's no other shows coming in? It's closer?
I think Vancouver's 4 weeks.
There's nothing in between that.
I think it's 6.
Huh?
I think it's 6 weeks away.
Is it 6 weeks away?
So there's nothing
I
before
think
that.
Orlando.
Yeah, I think he's doing Orlando.
You should do like
Listen to me just talking out of my ass.
Yeah, because when you get second place, you gotta do the next show.
Of course.
It's like you have to. You got good momentum, right? So see that's the Jason Lowe.
There's 6th place right there. Yeah.
So 6th place. Let's go on his Instagram.
He looked awesome. I like that kid's physique.
Yeah. I actually talked to him a little bit before. He had no expectations. He wanted to just go there, and I told him, man, just don't stress. Display your physique. You'll have the best V-taper on stage.
Yeah, I think what he did.
First pick.
He had Orlando last year, and I think right here he's about 15 pounds up from where he was last year.
Told me, He said he was a little bit over depleted or something. So
coming into Orlando.
I told him just say that it's 15 pounds of pure muscle mass.
Yep.
And
he's not 15 pounds less depleted. I mean, he definitely put on some size.
Yeah. You know who was a 212 before? That's just slowly added muscle until now he's like undeniable. I think Brett. Didn't Brett was a 212?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brett did classic, did 212. Or did he ever do 212? Yeah, he did.
He did.
Toronto,
okay, yeah. So
2019.
Yeah, so that's kind of like what this guy is.
Because he did classic as well, right?
Yeah, so I think so.
But he was an Olympian in classic, maybe like 2 years.
So this guy,
he looked like a lifer back then.
But this guy's like a structure will carry him like up a lot, like a bunch of placings once he starts adding some muscles.
For sure.
So just keep it up. He's actually here until Tuesday.
Man, he's making great progress.
Yeah, he looked awesome. I think
really big.
If we had to be nitpicky, I think just a little sharper from behind. I think he...
Because he actually was not far behind Joe Seaman.
No.
Right?
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah. I mean, I obviously prefer his physique over Joe's. Joe's just, I think, has so much muscle, it's hard to deny.
Yeah, so Joe is 5th. So let's go to 5th place.
Mr. Seaman.
Mr. Seaman. Mr. Seaman.
Stop, man. Stop.
I'm stopping. What do you mean? It's not... Coach Little Joe.
I think he was better at New York, yeah.
So let's check New York first. The picture, yep. Good job, Mr. Chambers.
That's crazy.
Dude, yeah, so, yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, because if he was like that,
he didn't look like that, no.
He would have maybe beat Ross. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, he would have.
Because Ross, I've heard that at the Cali, he was 225.
Yeah, he's right around 225, yeah.
225. So isn't Joe like 260 or 270?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He wasn't as crisp, but I didn't feel like he had the same level of pop that he had.
No, he improved for night, I find.
He did?
Yeah. Because I think he was behind, and then he worked his way back up. And I know how...
That's a very good look.
It's a crazy shot. So I know how upsetting it must feel for him, but he's not going to quit, obviously. He's going to keep going. He's going to win a pro show someday, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Look at the leg there.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I like Joe.
Yeah, I like Joe too. Works really hard.
He just has that. I mean, he has a very broad rib cage, and his, obviously his waist isn't the narrowest, but I think he does a good job of disguising that with how big his damn quads are and how like wide his shoulders are.
Yeah.
But that's got to be the game for him, is just making those shoulders as wide as possible and the quads as big as possible.
Yeah. So I think he needs to be like the fullest that he can every time. Mm-hmm. Dorian was saying that too, that he needs to be like kind of like Jay Cutler, like just so big.
Yeah.
That
you just can't deny it.
Care about the waist,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, good job, Joe. Another Canadian boy. Is that with his twin?
His twin.
Fuad? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next. Joe Seaman right here. Is that here? That was pure. So anyway, good job, Joe. Let's move on to
Flanagan. Oh, wait, yeah.
Strambo. First mud. There he is. Let's see some stories. Very happy for
all
Robin.
Smiles, baby.
Oh, yeah. This guy is really positive. Mm-hmm. Really positive. He's a little different than the average person, and that's why I like him a lot.
You are too.
Yes. We all are in a sense, but this guy...
Oh, no, you guys are both very different.
Yeah, we are.
Fucking weirdos.
I know. It's okay. I was walking in the gym one day, and he was just like, with his eyes closed and his hands like that.
He told me how he's figuring out what to eat. He says he holds the food close to his body, and if his body pulls away from him, he doesn't eat it. If his body pulls forward, he eats it.
Did he tell you that?
He's spiritually aligning with his food, yeah.
Well,
I would have slapped him if he said that.
no, wait. Is it for Doran's plan?
I have no idea. That's just something he told me yesterday. He
so
seems
funny.
to be on a spiritual path trying to figure this thing out.
I told you.
And listen, man, it's not. I've got nothing against it. If he's finding a method that works,
You sound like you're against it.
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe I'm a little.
Grab your
against
car. I'll do it.
it. What are we doing?
Whoa.
Oh.
Forward.
Oof.
I need some coffee. Nice. But Robin, I'm super proud of you. That was an amazing job you did. You didn't give up.
Yeah, it was very good.
And then you finished in the top 4 alongside with 3 Pro Show winners and 2 Olympians. And the third one, Ross, will do it this year. He's qualified now.
You didn't flag nor fail.
You didn't flag, didn't give up, and you didn't fail at all. Mm-hmm. Failure was not an option for you.
Yeah, what's your code, bro?
Robin's
Plug it.
code?
Here, flag nor fail.
Oh, AV.
Code AV guy.
Flag nor fail is always AV. But, yeah, anything else you want to add on? Because we talked about Robin earlier a little bit already.
Yeah.
So, Robin, good job.
Good job.
I think he said he was going to focus on, fixing his gut.
Yeah.
And then, focus on the
idea.
next goals. Yeah.
Take some time.
Yeah, I think he's going to maybe fast or something. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but it must be so challenging to deal with that sometimes. So, third place, Ross Flanagan.
The sauce boss.
The sauce boss. Do you think he's on the sauce?
He had such a great showing at Cali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Was he as good here?
I don't know. I don't know if he was
I wasn't
as
there
good.
in Cali, so I have no idea.
He looked good here.
But if you look at the pictures, I think he's as good, right?
Well, I don't. Okay, listen. It's just when you're up against different people. Like in Cali, he looked like a fucking monster.
I know. Because I think Tonio, because also Tonio was a 212 before.
Well, it's hard to look big standing next to guys like Hassan and Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could have been just as good.
I think that maybe it's possible they kind of pushed fullness a little bit more coming into this show, and maybe he was a little sharper. Like if you look at that,
Yeah.
maybe he's a little sharper in Cali.
Maybe. He is pretty sharp there, right?
Yeah, I mean, not that he wasn't totally peeled here as well,
You're
but
still peeled. Yeah. He did look a little like more.
Who's his coach?
Dominic Cardone.
Okay.
Yeah, they did an awesome job.
That's a crazy picture. I
He's so
love this one.
stoked.
Oh,
But even Tonio in the background, like that, I like seeing that. He was happy for him, clapping.
yeah.
You know,
yeah. Tonio's a good guy, too. Let's go to some pictures.
Good job, Ross.
And
Yeah,
this
good
guy
for you,
also,
buddy.
he also has a funny Instagram.
yeah, Ross is the best, man.
He's got some funny stuff.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah,
One-
it's
yeah,
pretty,
one
it's
off.
pretty funny. He does those videos.
I see.
There was one
Yeah.
actually like kind of. I was
You're
like,
up there too. Yes, you're one of the best.
Thanks, man.
One of them.
You have the best potential.
One of the best, like in Burlington.
You think I have the best potential to be like a competitor for Flavor Gang?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if you had a code, you could probably do pretty well.
I'm telling you, you need your your sauce.
I do.
Maybe not the Jamaican one, but something.
No, I think the Jamaican one would be the way to go.
Yeah. That's all right.
So who's next?
Who's next? I want to talk about Ross some more.
What do you want to say about it?
His glutes. I want to talk about his glutes.
He said in the call, he was trying to figure out because he earned his pro card by winning the
He got a
second place.
He's a second place pro card winner.
And then he won the pro show the following year. So he wanted to know if that was a kind of like a world record, a PR kind of thing. And I think it is. I don't think of anybody else who could win a second pro card to win a pro show. And also, I think he is I've seen in the comments too, the highest ranked Jewish bodybuilder.
Oh, he's Jewish.
Good for him.
Yeah, which is I'm saying that because there's not a lot of openly Jewish bodybuilders, or they just don't talk about it. And there was Danica that I know of. He actually lives in Israel. There was another guy, actually we talked about him with some podcast, but he was doing a show. I forgot which one it was.
I remember.
You remember? Yeah.
I don't know who the guy is, though.
So, but this guy actually is doing the Olympia. So I think for, I mean, tribalism is kind of not the best thing sometimes, but it's kind of cool. Like, as a Canadian guy, I want my Canadian guys to win. So it's like, if I was Jewish, I'll be really proud of him.
Are you proud of him?
I'm proud of him, period. I mean, it's always cool. Like,
You don't sound proud of him because he's not Canadian.
Because he's not French.
I'm proud of all of them. But I like what Canadians do well.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shut up, you American.
Oh,
He's a xenophobe.
A xenophobe.
Yeah.
That's afraid of other countries?
Yeah, you hate other members from other countries. You hate Americans.
Well, I'm from another country. I'm from France and Belgium back in the day, a place called Gaul.
Oh,
I'm from the Gallic tribes.
I accept that. I accept that. I accept you.
Thanks. Thanks for accepting my origins. But yeah, no, I'm proud of Ross.
No, I think we all are. I think we're all just excited to see new guys coming on the scene and doing so well.
Dude,
like I mean,
never
Ross has got
expected
an awesome
I
physique.
never expected him to win the show.
No, I mean, listen. I mean, he's coming into the show, he looked crazy, but you never know what he's going to look like on show day, on stage next to these guys.
Mean, like, if you would think about me, like, who's going to win this year? I didn't think Ross would do it. I mean, if I really looked at him properly, analyzed his physique like that, but
I don't think anybody would have
he
picked
proved it. Everybody
No.
else that he could do it. He's right.
No, I think everyone had
great.
Tonio winning Cali,
Yeah.
and we just all thought that would be the storyline.
I know.
And him coming in like that was quite, the
I
upset.
like
It was
stories
awesome.
like that.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah. So good job, Ross. Second place, Hassan Mustafa. Does he have a nickname in his bio?
So this was he's with Chad right now, right?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Chad?
Yes, Chad
This
Nichols.
is his first year with Chad?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they nailed it. For the first show they did together,
Not bad.
I think that's
They
like,
did a really good job.
I thought for me that was his best look overall because I find he was not stringy he was before, but he was over really crazy dieted when he won the pro show.
Yeah.
He looked really good then.
I didn't like that look.
I like for him this look more.
Well, I just don't think that he achieved what they needed or what they're trying to get out of that because you still didn't have the crazy glute ham detail that I know they were pushing down so hard for.
You think that he's better off with. So if he looked like that then, he would have won the shows too. So you're saying,
Yeah, I
for sure.
think
I
so.
think with the competition, again, he's still really good and he has so much muscle to spare. But I think, he could have came in so many different ways and still won those two shows.
Okay, you're right. You're right. But yeah, I really loved this physique yesterday.
Yeah, it's
was
awesome.
like-
It's very nice to look at.
Yeah, very, very much. And when he was posing and doing the most musculars, I think he had the best, most muscular of the
Oh,
show.
100%. Yeah.
You know, if there was a most muscular one,
And just the energy behind it, like the way he stomped his foot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
I like
I love
that.
it. Yep.
I hate when bodybuilders will like they do a crab and then they just flex the arm and the chest. You can tell it's not flex.
Yeah.
Follow it through.
Get in there. Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm like, I want to go on stage like, scoop it up, man. Flex.
Get under those fucking pecs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was doing it. He was like flexing.
Yeah, he
like,
was fucking nailing it.
He was shaking and stuff like a real most muscle, like Paul Dillette style.
Yeah, like him and Ian, I think towards the end of prejudging, they were a couple fucking both doing crabs and yelling at the crowd. It was exciting.
When they brought the two back, I'm like, I looked at you, I was like,
Yeah,
yes, they're doing it. That's going to be good.
It's so fun, man.
Yeah. So that was cool. So, Hassan, we have nothing but good things to say about you.
Yeah,
keep going.
Absolutely amazing bodybuilder.
Go get your qualification in the next shows coming up.
Yeah.
First place, Ian Valliere from Ottawa, now living in Florida, I believe.
I think he's still back home right now.
He's
in Ottawa right now.
Oh, he is staying there now?
He's been there for like the last 6 months or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See, I should get on my Ian news more. Yeah, I think it was when he first walked out. It was the first time I've seen up close, really like from the crowd, that close and that on. So for me, I thought it was his best.
He was pretty imposing when he was walking out with everybody.
Oh yeah, you could tell him.
Yeah.
I mean, he got second place at the All Classic before. He's a Canadian with the most pro show wins. He's seventh at the Olympia twice, I believe.
No spring chicken, man. The guys.
Yeah.
Like a winter chicken.
Yeah, it's for summer.
Canadian winter chicken. Those are another breed of chickens, man. Yeah, very good.
See that front lat right there? He's not as shrugged up.
Yeah, you're right.
See what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes when you're tired, it's like you're overdoing the tips.
The things that you do. Your arms start drifting up more.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a significant difference, though.
Oh, yeah. So that's good. I mean, why you won? Super hard.
Conditioning,
very thick.
Size, yeah.
All the poses, they were really good for his body, right? He didn't. I think he won all the poses almost. Which one? Let's say if you go pose for pose.
Okay, if we're gonna go pose for pose, I would give Hassan, just between him and Hassan, I'd give Hassan the
side chest, maybe.
Side chest. I would give him.
I'd give Ian both back shots.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd give Hassan Ian won most of them.
Yeah, most muscular toss up.
It's a toss up just because I just like Hassan's most muscular because they're just like so bubbly and round. When you hit that crab shot, I want to see.
I'd give Hassan the most muscular.
Yeah.
But yes, so I want. Oh, let's go see. Let's go check the scorecard. Actually,
I think Ian got straight ones.
Straight ones.
Yeah.
I gotta eat.
Yeah, we're racking it up.
Yeah, I gotta eat too, man.
Yeah. So, what's the scorecard right here? What's the point?
Yeah, so Ian,
where is he?
5 for 5, yep.
So, just straight ones. All right, that seals the deal. So, yeah, what do you guys think of the comments? Just comment below. Tell us if you think this was a fair win for Ian or if Hassan should have won this, because online they're talking about it. But, check it out. Check out the content online of and come comment and let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
And Justin, thanks for tuning in.
Oh,
with
of
us.
course, man. This was fun. I'm glad you guys had me, and I appreciate it.
Your handshake.
Oh, here you go.
You're good
There
at
you
this.
go.
You're good
Yeah,
at this.
thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So we have another one actually Wednesday.
Yep.
That will be all about you, my friend.
Yeah, well, I love talking about myself, so I'm really excited for it.
Hugh, good job again. I love your opinion on all this shit.
You didn't really have much to say. It's kind of, it's just, you got to work on it.
I'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
All right. We all have meals to eat, weights
And backs
to push.
to train.
So, yeah. See you guys next time. Thanks for
Peace.
watching, listening.